All right. So today we are going to be talking about coaching in youth sports. I'm Matt Kelly, and I'm going to be interviewing
Andrew Krieger, nice to meet you.
All right. So what sports did you participate in, Andy?
When I was in high school, I played football and I wrestled.
Okay. When you were in these sports, did you have good coaches growing up?
I had awesome coaches. I had an awesome middle school coach who taught me the fundamentals, Mike Weller. Fundamentals, love for the sport of wrestling. And then when I got to high school, I wrestled for Coach Keith Moran from Greenfield, and he just took me by storm. Took
Okay.
me to a ton of camps and taught me a lot of stuff.
Okay. So when you said he took you by storm, what type of things are you talking about? What type of?
Just like a general love for the sport. In middle school it's a whole different thing. You know, you're just doing it for fun. And when I got to high school, I mean, it was fun and it was competition. So, just kind of seeing everything. I was traveling with the varsity my first year. I was able to see top level competitors. I was able to like pick up on names and like almost like high school celebrities, if that makes sense. Kind of like big name guys. And just want to be one of those guys when I got to be my senior year.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. So your coaches instilled a love for the game, obviously some values and whatnot, hard work, and it just shaped you in that way. Um, just I want you to go a little bit deeper into what your coaches did, what you picked up on them, like from what type of skills did they have, what type of values did they impart that really have stuck with you since then?
Um, Number one, I would say sportsmanship. Wrestling's a total gentleman's sport. You shake hands before and after with the other competitors
Mm-hmm.
and the coaches. And just learning how to take, a tough loss and a humble victory. You're not throwing your headgear into the stands, you're not crying or pouting, and at the same time, you're not showboating, flashing like the discount double check or anything
No
like that.
discount double check.
So just kind of being a good competitor and just literally playing the game for the love of the sport.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. So now after that, then you played in or you wrestled in high school. Did you go on to a different level after that?
Yeah, I wrestled 2 years at University of Wisconsin Parkside, and just lost all interest in it.
Yeah.
Moving from middle school to high school, the competition, went up, but so did the level of competitiveness and the interest in just winning rather than having fun.
Mm-hmm.
But I was able to adapt to that. But going from high school to college, the need to win just surpasses everything about having fun. And at that point, you're cutting 12 pounds a week to sit on the bench. You're not really having fun, and nobody really cares unless you have 30 wins under your belt. So. Why am I putting my body through this if I'm not really getting any reward?
No,
So that's kind of what turned me off.
no, absolutely, absolutely. So just the level change, and did the coaching change too?
Coaching changed 100%. Like I said, middle school and high school, I was able to like talk to my coaches and learn from them and kind of just pick up on their mannerisms. And when I got to college, I just found nothing that I liked even remotely about the coach.
Mm-hmm.
He knew my name, I'll tell you that much, but other than that, I wouldn't bet money that he knew what my major was or anything that he really cared. So I was just another name on the team to him, and that's not something that I wanted to be a part of.
Yeah, absolutely. So when the level changed from youth to more adult, I mean, college is adult sports. That's where it becomes more of a machine, you would say. So
Yeah, more of a machine. You're more focused on winning than just having fun.
yeah,
And at that point, it's not worth it.
you're no
And
longer
me,
enjoying the sport.
yes.
Okay, absolutely. Now we're the main topic is coaching in youth sports, and it's been brought to my attention that you are coaching now
Correct.
at the youth level. Now, tell me about that. What made you want to get into coaching?
Like I said, I had so many great coaches and so many great mentors. I mean, me coming through high school when I was a freshman, there was, other than me and another kid my level, there was 5 future 100 win winners on my team, and I looked up to every single one of them. They all taught me something different. It kind of was just like, almost like the baby boomers of the Greenfield wrestling team, where we just had tons of great level competition.
Oh,
And,
absolutely.
learning from all those guys, and me being the youngest one, being able to pick up something from each and every one of them, just kind of inspired me to, give back. So that was the way I could do it. I saw an opening at my high school and kind of jumped on it and said, this is something I want to be about. So last year I volunteered all my time for free, made it to all the meets, 90% of the practices.
Mm-hmm.
And it worked out well because this year it earned me a spot on the payroll, and now I'm, basically second in line.
Yeah. So, what are you getting out of it? What do you see? What are you getting out of coaching in youth sports? We talked about you being the youth and getting something from the coaches. Now, what are you getting out of being the coach, being the mentor?
100% just giving back. I mean, some people say that they coach for the money, and I've done the math. It comes up to like $1.84 an hour. Totally, it's literally not worth my time. But literally, just being there is awesome. You know, seeing that light bulb click in kids' heads, and seeing the transformation where we took on a kid this year that was suspended for multiple weeks, 3 times already. He had at-home problems, and bringing him onto the team and seeing the guys like react with him, and him actually having like legitimate friends who aren't going to lead him into bad roads. I mean, rather than just a sport of wrestling, literally like almost saving a kid's life is it's different. There's nothing like it.
That's awesome. Absolutely. And to conclude, where do I want to go with this? Basically, where do you see yourself ending up in coaching? Would you like to stay at the high school level, middle school level, look at college, or?
I am 100% really comfortable at the high school level. I'll straight up just say 100% no for the college level.
Mm-hmm.
I would be willing to try a middle school level. The reason I'd say that I'm okay with the high school level is because that's kind of where my peak was, and the amount of knowledge that I have, I'd like to spread out rather than focusing in middle school the consistent basics and having to go over basics and stuff like that. Also, I just feel like I'm able to connect with high schoolers a little bit better. I was always really, really shy in middle school, so I never really understood that whole dynamic.
Mm-hmm.
But when I got to high school, I mean, that's kind of when I broke out of my shell and was able to figure out a lot more things. So I just feel more comfortable at that level.
Awesome. Yeah, totally understand. Well, thank you for your time. And that's that.